Welcome to everyone. This is me from UA code 127.0.0.1. Students, today I come to you with my new CTF from TryHackMe, and the CTF is Nmap Post Port Scan. This is from the Junior Penetration Tester. Before start my lecture, I would like to say you kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification of all my upcoming lectures. Okay, in this lab, I have to cover total 6 tasks. Definitely, I will move step by step. Okay, let's get start from the task 1, that is related to the introduction. And in this CTF you are going to learn about all these topics. That is how you can actually perform OS deduction by using Nmap, how you can using different Nmap script, and how you can save your result after performing scanning with Nmap tool. So guys, all these topics are covered in this CTF, and you can also join these room: Nmap live host discovery, basic port scan, advanced port scan, and Nmap post port scan. All these rooms are definitely related to the Nmap, and your all concept will clear after successfully completed these rooms. Okay, in the last room, as shown in the figure below, we focus on the Nmap can be used. As you can see, you can use Nmap to detect version of running services, detect the OS base and or on any sign revealed by the target, run Nmap tracer out, and basically all these topics are related to the previous room. Okay, let's move to the task 2, that is related to the service or service detection. I have already run this machine. Right now, I'm not going to read these theories. I have just show you the practical example. Okay, now I will show you how you can actually perform service deduction. Okay, I will move to the terminal, and simple here I type here Nmap, and now I will use -sv switch in order to check the version number of services that are running on different ports. So next I should type the IP address, that is this one, and I simply press enter. Let's see. Okay, Nmap display me to the result. Here you can see some ports of this target machine are open, that is port 22. Obviously this is for SSH, and version number of different services are also present to me. Say here that is on port 1110, 110, pop 3 services running, and the version number of this service is this one. So this is the way how you can actually perform service version deduction by using this switch -sv switch. It's time to solve the question. Start the target machine for this task and launch the attack box, and run this script. And what is the deduction variant for port 143? Here you can see port 143 is open, and the variant for this services is that is this one. So the answer is you can simply type here this answer. Okay, the next question is that which service did not have a variant deduction with the variant light switch. Okay, let me show you. If I use this syntax, I'm going to copy this from here. Let's move to my terminal, and simply I will paste this syntax here. Let's see now what the result Nmap will show to me. See here, when I use this script, that is the --variant light, this result is present to me. In this result, the service that is RPC bind is present against port 111, but the variant of this service is not shown to me. So the question is that which service did not have a variant deducted with this switch? Simply you can see this is the service that actually did not detect any service variant by using this switch. Okay, let's jump to the task 3, that is OS detection and tracer out. Basically guys, if you want to perform OS detection, then how you can actually perform scan. Here you can see a simply syntax is present to me. So let's start. I will move to my terminal window, and first I will clear the screen. Okay, I will just simply type here Nmap -o, in order to detect the operating system, next I should type the IP address. Okay, I'm going to type the IP address here and plus enter. Okay, guys, here you can see when I use this nmap script, the result is present to me. Some ports of this target machine are open here, and right now OS deduction is present to me, that is Linux operating system used here. So this is the way how you can actually perform OS deduction by using nmap. You can simply use -o switch in order to perform OS deduction. Okay, next command is the tracer out. Guys, basically if you want nmap to find the routers between you and the target machine, then how you can actually guess the routers between your machine and your victim machine, you can actually find the number of routers by using tracer out command. Let's see. If I type this command, that is this one, I just copy this command here, move to my terminal window. First I should clear the screen, and now if I type this command here and press enter, basically tracer out command show to me how many hop between my machine and the target machine. Right now it display only one hop, only one router is present between my machine and the victim machine. So you can use tracer out command in order to find out the number of routers between your machine and the victim machine. Okay, here you can see run the nmap with the -o option against this IP. What OS did nmap detected? See here, the nmap detected the operating system is, if I again use this command, that is this one, and press enter, and simply the OS detected that is OS that is detected by nmap is Linux. Let me show you. Okay, if I clear my screen and again type this switch and press enter, see here the OS details are present to me, that is OS is Linux and the video number is also displayed to me. Let's move to the task 4, that is nmap script, nmap scripting engine, NSE. Okay, I should turn off my previous machine. I'm going to terminate this from here, and now I will use this machine. So I should click on start machine option. A script is a piece of code that does not need to be compiled. In other words, it remains in its original human readable form and does not need to be converted to machine language. Okay, nmap have many built-in scripts. Your nmap default installation can easily contain close to 600 scripts. All these scripts are located in this place. This is the by default place where the nmap scripts resides. Okay. Right now my machine is not activated. It will take some time. Then I will show you how you can actually display nmap scripts. Okay, meanwhile I'm going to clear my screen. If I move to the user, share nmap and press enter, ls. Okay, see here scripts are present. If I type here cd scripts, entered, ls, obviously it will display a lot of scripts to me. Here you can see some HTTP scripts are present here, SMTP scripts are present here, SMB scripts are present here, and HTTPS scripts are present here, FTP scripts are present here, DNS scripts are present here. So this is the location where nmap scripts are by default resides. Okay, now you can, if you want to display only some specific script, then you can use this switch ls. Then here you can type the script name, that is FTP, and then static to display all scripts related to the FTP. Right now you can see all the FTP scripts are present to me. Okay, now if I typed here HTTP instead of FTP and type static, see all the scripts are related to the HTTP. Okay, you can check either protocol. If I typed here HTTPS and press enter, only one script related to the HTTPS is present to me. You can check about DNS script and then static sign. All the DNS scripts are shown to me. So this is the way how you can actually find your specific scripts from all script. Okay, you can specify to use any or a group of these installed script. Moreover, you can install other user script and use them for your scans. Here some scripts categories are present here, and the description along all these scripts are written. You can use auth script in order to for authentication related script, broadcast, discover host by sending broadcast messages, brute, perform brute force password auditing against logins. So you can read all these scripts and their description as well. Okay, right now if I use this syntax, that is this one, I'm going to simply copy this from here, move to my terminal, just move to the root, and if I typed here sudo nmap sss and -ss and -sc, basically this syntax will use to perform nmap scan along nmap scripts. Okay, if I hit enter, it will take some time in order to display result to me. Basically it will thoroughly check all the scripts. See here the scanner result of against this target machine is present to me, and now more details about this machine is present to me when I use this method. Port 22 and the service running on this port is SSH, and some details about the TCP port is also present to me, and here you can see it also detect on port 53 some variant number of domain it's present to me, and here you can see on port 80 a server is present, that is nginx. This is the server that is present, and on port 1110 it display basically this is used for mail services. So this is very detailed result after using these switches, that is -ss and -sc. Basically these two switches you can use to perform nmap default all scanning result. Okay, it's time to solve some question. The question is that, knowing that nmap scripts are saved in this place on attack box, what does the script http robot.txt? Okay, let me show you. If you want to find out, cd user share nmap scripts, and now if I typed here grep http robots.txt, not present to me. Okay, okay, now if I typed here, see here the robot.txt script is present. The question is that basically what is the what does the script http robots.txt check for? You can Google about it in order to find the answer of this question. Robot.txt nmap use for okay. Basically, here you can see it will be used for disallowed entries. So the answer of this question is disallowed entries. Can you figure out the name of the script that check for the remote code execution vulnerabilities? That is this one. You can Google about this answer to find the answer about this question. Okay. Here you can see the script that you can actually use for remote code execution vulnerability is this one. HTTP VLAN, then CVE 20152165. So the answer of this question is this one. In this way you can actually write your answer. Okay, now it's time to answer about the port 53. So let me show you what is the full variant value. The question is that on the attack box run nmap with the default script. Basically -c switch will be used to perform default script scan. You will notice that there is a service listening on port 53. What is the full variant value? Let me show you. Okay, I have already performed this scan. I think I have to perform this scan again. So I just typed here. I should clear the screen, and now I typed here nmap-sc to perform default script scanning, and then the target IP address, that is this one, and press enter. Okay, actually I have to answer about the port 53. Okay students, against the port 53, here you can see the version of the service that is running on this port is this one, that is 9.9.5 to 9 plus something this, and then Debian. So this is the way how you can actually check about the port 53 by using default script, that is SC. The next question is that based on its description, the script SSH2 enum logs report the number of algorithms for encryption, compression, etc. that the target SSH2 servers offers. What is the name of the key exchange algorithm? It's time to find out the name of the algorithm that is actually supported by this script. Okay, you can Google about this to answer about this question. If I copy this from here, and now if I try to check about this script algorithm. Okay. Here you can see the Diffie-Hellman is the algorithm that you can actually use for this Nmap script. So the answer of this question is Diffie-Hellman group 14 to SHA-1. Okay, I should terminate this window and jump to the next task. I'm going to turn on my third machine that is related to the task 5. Okay, this is related to saving the output. Basically in this task I will show you how you can actually save your scanner result. Okay, the number of files can quickly grow and hinder your ability to find a previous scan result. There are three main formats, that is normal, greppable and XML. You can store your result in this in all these formats. There is a fourth one that we cannot recommend, that is script kiddie. Okay, now let me show you how you can actually scan your result in normal form. You can use -o switch in order to save your result in normal form. Let me show you. Okay, if I typed here nmap and then some scanning result. If I typed here hyphen port 1 to 100, and then my target IP address, that is actually right now it will take some time to show me. Okay, I just simply copy the IP address here and paste it, and then now I will use hyphen on switch in order to save my result in a file. I typed here file.txt and press enter. Let's see, file.txt is present to me. Now if I want to show the result of this file by typing cat command, see, all the scanning result is stored in this file, that is file.txt. So this is the first method how you can actually save your result in normal form by using hyphen on switch. Okay, now the second method is you can use your save your result in a greppable format by using this switch, that is hyphen og. Okay, let me show you. If I typed here my previous command, and now if I typed here hyphen og and press enter, let's see the file is created or not. Okay, file is created. Now if I typed here cat file.txt, see here now the result in greppable format. Before that it was in normal format. So you can store your result in greppable format by using this switch, that is hyphen og, then the name of file. Okay, the third method is the XML. Basically you can use OX switch in order to save your result in XML format. I just simply typed here hyphen OX and press enter. Let's see. Now if I type cat file.txt and press enter, you can see the result is now present to me in XML format. So this is the method, that is you can use your you can save your result in XML format by using hyphen OX switch. Okay, it's time to solve the question. Check the attached Nmap logs. How many systems are listing on HTTP ports? Okay. Terminate the target machine of previous task and start the target machine of this task. On the attack box terminal, issue this command to download the Nmap report in normal and greppable formats from the target virtual machine. Okay guys, basically now it's time to use this command. Basically SCCP is a command that you can actually use to download from your local machine to virtual machine, or from virtual machine to the local machine. Okay, now if I type press enter. Okay, the password I should type here, this one. Press enter. See, all the Nmap scan result are present to me. That is, one is in greppable format and the second file is normal format. So the question is that check the attached Nmap logs. How many systems are listening on HTTPS port? Okay, let me show you. If I typed here cat nmap scan network dot gnmap and press enter. Okay, from here actually you can find the number of system that you can that are listening on HTTP port. I have already done this question, so there are 3 systems that are listening on HTTPS port. The second question is that what is the IP address of system listening on port 8089. Okay, let me show you. I'm going to clear my screen, and if I typed here cat scan.nmap and see, I have to answer about port 8089. Here you can see port 8089 is open. What is the IP address of the system listening on port 8089? I have to find the IP address. See here, the IP address is this one, 172.17.20.147. Okay, this is related to the task 5. Let's move to the last task, that is summary. Okay, in summary, some options are present here that you can actually use with Nmap. You can use -v switch in order to find out the service variant number, -sv along --variant light, try the most likely props, and -o switch in order to perform OS deduction. So students, this is all about this CTF that is related to the Nmap post port scan. Definitely you will do practice about it. I will come to you with my new lecture. Till that, Allah Hafiz and take care.